Okay, y'all, today's video is going to be let's normalize looking in the mirror and loving who we are and what we see as people. I feel like it's so easy for us to get caught up in social media and what we see and trying to be perfect and trying to obtain a certain lifestyle and be perfect, have a perfect lifestyle. Let me tell y'all something. Nobody's life is perfect, okay? I'm a hot ass mess. I've always said I don't want to be perfect. I don't feel like perfect is real. Like nobody in this world is perfect, okay? Nobody has a perfect life. People sometimes on social media and online, they show you what they want to see. They don't show you the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. They show the good parts, they don't show when they had a bad day. So you have to kind of think of it like that. Like no one's life is perfect, no matter what you might see on social media, no matter what you might see online, no matter what, some influencers you might see. That's not always the case. Everybody doesn't have this perfect fairy tale lifestyle. But when you look at yourself in the mirror, embrace yourself, love everything that you see about yourself. I see people all the time just like not truly being authentic and loving who they are, because you only get one you. There is only one you in this world. I know that might sound so cliche. I know you guys have probably heard that so many times, but it literally is true. Like there is only one person. You're so unique. Stand in your uniqueness. Like stand in what makes you different. It would be, I've said this before, but it would be so boring if we all literally were the same, had the same life, thought the same, acted the same. Like the world would be so damn boring. Like it truly would be, like, because we're all the same. Like there's no diversity, there's no uniqueness, there's no like originality. Everybody would be the same. And that's like so boring. Like, so you have to love your uniqueness. Like people will try to tear you down about it. People will try to make you feel less than about it. People will try to make you feel small about it, or make you feel like you're like an oddball because you don't fit in. I wouldn't want to fit in. Me personally, if you ask me, like I would not want to fit in. I think, why fit in when I can stand out? And that's what you have to think for yourself too, and say that to yourself. Like, why would I want to fit in when I was born to stand out, baby? Okay, some people are just born to stand out, and that is you, that is me. So if you were just born to stand out, then it's not your fault. And like I said, people, you're gonna get some ignorant people in your life. That's in general. That's no matter what you do. That's no matter who you are. You could be the most straight, narrow person, like quote unquote perfect person, and somebody will still have something to say about you. So why not just do your own thing, live your own life unapologetically? I've always said this too, and I've always kind of felt like this. As long as I'm not hurting anybody, like unaliving anybody, you know what I mean? Like if I'm just truly just staying, being authentic to who I am and being me, Antonio 100%, then I don't really give a fuck, you know what I mean? But I also felt it took time for me to get to that point of just like, I don't give a fuck. Like I know who I am as a person, and I know the type of person that I am, regardless of, you might not see it, regardless of what you might have to say. I know me. And that might also come to you guys with like me turning 30 not too long ago. Like, 30. That even sounds so weird to say. Like, that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But I do feel like maybe as I've gotten older, I felt like, I don't really give a fuck because I know who I am, and it's taken me a long time to figure out who the fuck I am and know who I am as a person, and I don't know, that is like an undeniable feeling. That's something like I truly cannot describe to you guys. Like once you just start to just be like, this is me, take it or leave it. You kind of like, that's how you have to be, take it or fucking leave it, because at the end of the day, there is only one you know what I mean? So why not just be yourself? Like be authentically who you are. Like if you like weird stuff, if you're into anime, whatever. I see people get slack all the time for liking anime, or like growing up people would think anime was so not cool, or people would talk shit about it. This is just an example. But if you like anime, you like anime. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if they don't like it? As long as you like it and you are entertained by it, that is all that matters, Like, whatever you're into, whatever little, let me preface that now, no weirdo shit, but if you like certain things that maybe the majority or the minority of people might not like, who gives a fuck? Because at the end of the day, that is you, okay? And there's only one of you. I'm probably gonna say this a lot in this video, but because I really want y'all to understand, like, when you truly start to love everything about yourself and love who you are, there's like, nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can make you nothing can like sway you, you know what I mean, or shift you in any type of way, because you know who you are as a person deep down inside, and you know your morals, you know, just you know who you are. You're grounded in who you are. You know, that is like the most, no, that's like I can't even like begin to describe that to you guys. And I'm still getting on that journey. Like, don't let me sit up here and tell you guys like I just fully have it all figured out and I'm fully like all the way I know like who I am, because no, I'm learning about myself every single day. Like, I'm learning who I am as a person and what like I'm willing to tolerate, what I'm not willing to tolerate, like what I like, what I don't like, what I'm into, what I'm not into, like just all of those things. Like, it's just I'm still like on that process of learning it every single day. So like I don't want to get up here and tell you guys like, oh, I have it all the way figured out, because no, I don't. But I've come a long way in learning and loving who I am, and starting to embrace who I am, whether people like it or not, you know? And I feel like that's a huge lesson that people need to learn, or a huge lesson that like, or like people need to talk about it more. Like, once you grasp and like understand and you're comfortable and you are grounded in the type of person that you are, and that, like, I swear to you guys that nobody can shift you on that. Nobody can make you feel like you're less than, like, you just know you're confident, and you know who this type of person that you are. Like, that is like the best feeling ever. It truly is. And again too, I know it's like, it's what we see like on social media, and we see like people looking a certain way, or like people having a certain amount of money, or people having like a certain type of like, they like are like decked out in designer. I know it's hard to not get wrapped up in that and be like, oh, I want that, or I want to be like them. Like, I know that's hard, because like it's the world that we live in now, is everything is social media, and it's just out there, you know, and it's just like you see it constantly, you see it nonstop, you see it 24/7. Yeah, as we're scrolling, we see it all the time, like of people's life, you know. And there, and again, I want to say this too. There's nothing wrong with wanting to like have, not even to like emulate someone, but there's nothing wrong with wanting to have certain things like someone, or like wanting to get to a certain level like somebody, like or you're inspired by what you see in someone, or what somebody's doing. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, because I'm inspired by people every day. There are so many people that I'm inspired by, that I watch and that I see, and I'm just like, oh, I'm inspired by that, you know. But I have to remind myself, like, that is them. What is for them is for them, and what is for me is for me. And again, too, I want to also say this too, like, and I'm usually don't talk about like religion and stuff like that on my channel, because I know everybody's views on and things like that are different. But what God has in store for you, there is like, no one can take that away from you. Nobody can stop what he already has in plan for you, you know, for your path and for your destiny. I truly believe in that. Like, 100% I believe in that. Like, what is meant for you is going to be, it's already going to happen for you, because it's like God placed that for you already. Like, that's already in your path. That's already like, you're already destined for that, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, I feel like, don't compare yourself, or really try not to compare yourself to other people, or to what, you know, somebody else might be doing, or what someone else has going on. Because at the end of the, you already know I can't speak, because at the end of the day, God has a plan for you, you know what I mean? Like, and again, not to get like religious, because like I said, I know everybody's views might be different. I know everybody's views, some people's views are different, but no, I just feel like, you know, embrace yourself, embrace everything about you. Don't compare yourself to people, because you are uniquely who you are. You were born how and who you are. You know, there's only one of you, just like there's only one of them, you know. Like, again, think about it, what I said earlier in the video. Like, it would be so weird if, or it just would be so boring if we were all the same, if everybody did everything just like, or everybody had the same interest, or everybody liked the same colors, or everybody, you know, just, it just would be so boring. So I love that there's so much diversity. I love being unique. I love like that I have unique interests. I truly do love that about myself. And like I said too, once you start to grasp that, and once you start to know, like, hey, I love everything about me. I love being a unique person. I love standing out. I don't want to fit in, because that's another, like, I don't want to fit in. Like, I love being me. I love the type of person that I am, you know what I mean? And I can't be like anybody else. I don't want to be like anybody else, you know? Am I inspired by people? Absolutely. Do I see certain things that I'm inspired by that? Yes. But I don't I don't want to live their life. I don't want to physically be them as a person, you know, like I love being me. I love who I am, you know. And that's that's what I wanted to tell you guys in this video. That's the main point of this whole video, is to just be like, is I just wanted to talk to you guys and be like, love yourself, because like I said again, I know what we see on social media, what we see online, it's people living these certain type of lifestyles that we might, you know, we look at it and we might think our life is not great, or, you know, our life is, but we all have a lot to be blessed for. We all have a lot of things to be grateful for. Every day that you wake up, you should be grateful, like, just because, to take a single breath. And even though I'm telling you guys this too, I have to remind myself that as well, because I just get wrapped up in just life, you know, as we all do. But we all truly are blessed, just because we aren't like whatever we see on social media or whatever we see like when we look online, just because we aren't that, or that doesn't mean we're not blessed. That doesn't mean we're not great. That doesn't mean we're not destined for greatness. Because like I said again, what God already has in plan for you, what he already has in your path, that's already there. Like, that's already been planted there for you by God, you know. And of course, hard work, determination, consistency, like all of those things. But when you go to compare yourself to somebody, just think like, no, I love who I am. Like, I truly am blessed with who I am. And again, there's nothing wrong, like I said, with wanting to be inspired, or like seeing something and you get inspired by that. Like, again, there's nothing wrong with that, because like I said, I even still get inspired, or when I see something, or when I like, or am watching a video of somebody, or like a certain creator or something, like I definitely get inspired. Or like, even if I see something on social media, like, but I don't want to live that. I don't want to, like I said again, I don't want to physically be that person. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense. Like, I love who I am. That's what I want to tell you guys too. Like, love yourself. Like, love the type of person that you are, who you are as, because there's only one of you. You know, there's only one of you. You know, and that alone is like unique and like different. You know, like, I don't know. Kind of look at it like that when you like start to like get into your head, or you start to like compare yourself a lot to, you know, what you see on social media, or if you're starting to compare yourself a lot to other people, you know, think about it like there is only one of you. Okay, like, that is, you are unique. You're you. You know, nobody else can be you. Nobody else can live your life. Nobody else can do what you do, baby. Okay, that's how you have to look at it. That's how you have to, you know, tell yourself these things when you, like I said, when you start to overthink, or when you start to like compare yourself a lot to someone else, or you start to compare your life to someone else's. Like, there's only one of you, and you're unique, boo. Okay, so that's the main reason why I wanted to make this video, because I feel like I always want to like talk about this topic a lot, or like I always want to like put it out there as much as I can, like to people, or like to the people that follow me, to you guys. Like, I always want you guys to just be yourself, be authentically who you are, and don't let anybody make you feel less than. Don't let anybody make you feel. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, you know, because you're you. And I mean, you have to love the skin that you're in, because at the end of the day, it ain't going anywhere, baby, you know. So embrace yourself, embrace all your little quirks, all your uniquenesses, all your things that might make you weird to people, or embrace it, you know, and love yourself down, and just be a good person, you know, and just love the people that love you. And just, as long as, like I said, at the end of the day, again, as long as you are being who you are, and you aren't hurting anybody, you're not, you know, you're not being bad, you know, you're just being who you are, then no one else can tell you anything. But I'm gonna leave that here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys, and don't forget to always be exactly who you are. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.